up out over the plate that were driven to right side. But the one to Altuve was a good pitch, from my perspective.
With Herman, a lot of the contact against him was actually pretty weak contact. Is that something you noticed as well?
Yeah, they didn't have greats. Gurriel had a good swing on the homer. But, Gurriel's double down the right field line, that wasn't hit hard. They looped some balls in. They had good at-bats all night, though. I think that, as a group, I think that's one of their strengths, just watching them from afar, watching American League Baseball, that they have pretty good at-bats. So, but I agree. Even though Herman gave up some hits, not all of them were hard contact.
In the seventh with Sean McGee was
Right.
just elevated pitches.
Yeah, exactly. If you go through it, well, the one to Altuve was not. Right. I mean, tonight it looked like he had a little bit of a magic wand. But, yeah, to Springer and Bregman, those balls were up. And the homer to Gurriel, that looked to be elevated as well. I think Jake tried to go in and elevate it. He just didn't get it inside.
Is there any key to winning these just kind of pinball games that you've been having here? Of course.
Yeah, I mean, we've won, our share of them. Obviously a bullpen plays a big part, right? Putting zeros on the board, and that's critical late in the game. If you give up, big runs late, that makes it tough. So that's probably the biggest key. You got to pitch well late in the game.
Speaking of pitching well late in the game, and with all the runs that are being scored, Scott Oberg has really pitched well. You got 2 innings out of him
Right.
tonight. What do you say on that?
Well, he's making pitches. I think that, just like Kyle mentioned, that, he continues to make pitches, and that's the key. Pitchers, and if you go to the other side and you look at their last 3 relievers, they made pitches as well. So, like we talked about today, I can't remember who asked me about what it's going to take here in the second half. It's going to take more consistent pitching on our end. And with Scotty, he's been doing it pretty much all year. The slider's in a good spot. Fastball has been commanded with velocity, and when you do that, you'll get your outs.
But your offense able to string together nice at-bats in the fifth, particularly Desmond. I know we've talked a lot about him and this resurgence we've seen, but
Right.
again tonight, just another 3 for 4 or 3 for 5 night for him.
Yeah, well, it was, he stayed back enough on the breaking balls to get 2 base hits to left on curve balls and pitches down that were off speed. And then he got a ball up a little bit away from him, drove it in the right field corner. So I think Desi's using the whole field. I think we've talked enough about his approach and some swing adjustments he's made with Mags, and they've paid off. There's a little bit more, not to get overly technical, he's getting the ball a little bit in the air more, and it's paying off.
I know you've talked a lot about the ballpark here lately, and Scott's pitched really well despite the run-scoring environment. Can he be a testament to other guys on the staff, like, hey, it's possible to pitch well here still?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's possible to pitch well anywhere. And Scott is proving that you can pitch anywhere if you make pitches.
It's very similar to your lineup, is that they're very deep and just keep coming at you.
Yeah, 1 through 9, or start the game 1 through 8 today. All their bench guys. They have a really powerful lineup, and see and understand why they won the World Series a few years ago. And they're one of the top teams in the league, and I think they have 50-some odd wins, and it's a good ball club over there.
We've seen a lot of runs scored here. I know you have pitched well the last couple of homestands, but a lot of runs being scored. What has it been like pitching just in this environment here? You've succeeded at it, obviously.
Yeah, when I take the ball, and I try not to read too much into what's already happened in the game. I just try to go out there and throw my game, execute pitches, and hopefully my misses are in good spots where they can't do too much damage. And I felt like I did that tonight. So
you have pitched though well here over, of course, really the whole season here. Are you getting a good feel here? Are you just feeling good overall? Is there something specific about what you're doing well at Coors Field?
I'm not sure I know the specific answer to that. I know that I'm very familiar with this mound, the sights, the way the ball moves a little bit, so I kind of, at least have a good feel for pitching here at home. And I think having that experience, continues to help build moving forward.
Can you talk a little bit about the ninth? Got some traffic against you, but you got it through it looked like.
Yeah. You know, Altuve, you know, put the ball on the ground the other way. You know, we shifted over, so couldn't do anything about that. And, you know, fell behind Brantley a little bit and ended up putting him on, which, you know, in that situation doesn't really hurt us. And then, yeah, had a couple of righties coming up after that. So at that point, you know, early on in the count, I was just trying to get a double play. And then, you know, once I got 2 strikes, try to put something in the dirt. And then, you know, Reddick put a pretty incredible at bat together, fouled off a lot of tough pitches. And, you know, I was lucky I was able to get him.
And what did you see out there, and what was the reasoning for that time?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, they were good pitches away on the black. One was about thigh high, one was about knee high. And obviously Altuve's was a slider off the plate, almost in the dirt. So 3 good pitches, and, you know, they put good swings on them.
Yes, it's crazy here. Sometimes you can make a good pitch, and I know it seems like there's a lot of room for balls to fall through, but how do you try not to think, gee, you know, this happens at home, but not on the road?
You just go. You keep at it. You keep doing the same thing. I mean, I'm not going to change and, you know, throw something different because, you know, they hit those pitches there. I mean, I'm probably going to throw the same pitches to them again next time. You know, it's where it's the game plan. It's what we're trying to do is execute it correctly and execute it the way I want it to.